Hello, everyone. I'm Mario Hilario from our NBC 10 digital desk. Thanks for joining us here live on Facebook, YouTube, and X on this snowy Tuesday in the middle of a nor'easter here in Rhode Island. And joining us now is Governor Dan McKee at EMA headquarters, along with our EMA Director for the state of Rhode Island. Thank you both for being here.
Well, thank you for the invite, Mario.
Thank you, Mario.
So first of all, Governor, I'm going to ask you, because a lot of people have been asking us, and even our folks here, our crews out in the field, staff that were coming in this morning, you had enacted a tractor trailer ban, but we're still seeing a lot of those big rigs out on Rhode Island highways. Is it just not enforceable? Is it just an honor system? How do you really make that happen?
So I just talked to Colonel Weaver about that. They are citing some of the tractor trailers. We are in coordination with Connecticut and Massachusetts, and they are enforcing as well. So you may be seeing some out there, but they're not out there with permission, and we're asking them to stay off the roads because of safety issues. And then we'll lift that ban in coordination with Massachusetts and Connecticut when the right time comes.
What are you hearing from state police in terms of the road conditions and any accidents that we've been seeing so far up until now?
The colonel was saying that there was some level of accidents. That's why we're asking people to stay off the road. Let the people who are doing the work and plowing our roads. We got over 400 vehicles on the roads on a statewide basis, not including the hundreds that are in the local community. So staying off the road makes a lot of sense right now for us for safety reasons. I'll let Marc speak to any accidents that might be occurring. But right now, travel is light, and we appreciate the fact that the people in the state of Rhode Island are adhering to our request to stay off the roads.
Yeah.
Director, what are you seeing in terms of accidents and just in general conditions out on the highways?
Yeah, starting to deteriorate, Mario. As forecasted, we knew the winds were going to start gusting, and we knew the snow rates per hour were going to get more and more. So as we see that, the message from here at EMA is what the governor says: unless it's absolutely necessary, stay off the road, stay safe, and stay home.
Yeah, we've seen, at least from the DOT traffic camera vantage point that we have, as well as our crews out there, the major highways seem to be holding up well. Is that your assessment?
Yeah, I traveled in on 295. Again, the plows were out. The people were working to get the streets cleaned. So we're hearing that around the state. I've talked to Director Alvidi as well for an update from him. In particular, the Washington Bridge, which is a concern for everyone. The travel is light there, and they're clearing the snow, so the path is clear right now, and we want to keep it that way. And one of the things, Mario, is as I mentioned yesterday, the timing of this storm having started at around 9 o'clock. It happened a little earlier than that up in Cumberland, but going to 3 o'clock with 2 inches an hour at some point in time, that forecast is still intact. So we're very concerned if people think that they could get out in the morning, but what's going to happen on the travel time, back home. So that's why we're asking people to stay off the roads. That's why we did shut down the state government. All the schools are closed. Just can imagine if the schools were in session right now and they were going to get let out around 2:30, 3 o'clock. It could be very messy, and we've experienced that before. So I think out of abundance of caution, we've made the right call.
Yeah. I guess there's a silver lining here, Governor. This morning during our sunrise show, during the traffic reports, the lightest, fastest drive times we've ever seen on the Washington Bridge 195. So it seems like people are staying home, working from home if they can. What is your assessment of the number of people that are actually out on the roads?
Yeah, I think we're pleased. People are really paying attention. This is going to be a short time frame, inside of today. We expect that the roads are going to be very cleared by late evening, 9 o'clock or so. We are also, DOT feels as though that they'll be very travelable. We'll be down to pavement for tomorrow morning, and we're making sure that we're doing all our work we can because we don't want it to impact. We've had some ask about Valentine's Day, right? There's reservations, and we want to make sure those businesses are operating. So yes, the silver lining is that the traffic is light, and we appreciate the fact that the people in Rhode Island are really paying attention to our request.
Yeah, Director, I know we had some concerns. I don't know if we haven't gotten too many reports of power outages or things like that. Are you hearing any reports of power outages, damage from trees or limbs being down or power lines being down, anything like that?
Not so much damage, Mario, but there is starting to be some power outage. It's minimal right now, about 180 or so. But with the wind and the snow sticking to wires and tree limbs, you could see those numbers go up. So again, do all the things that you do to prepare for these kinds of storms. We're used to it. We're from New England, and just listen to what the governor's saying and heed those words. Stay off the roads because it's just going to get worse today, Mario. We haven't seen the worst of this yet.
Yeah. Have you been in constant communication with the utilities
Yes.
to try to make sure that they can stay on top of any down lines and get power back on as soon
Yeah,
as
that's a
possible?
great question. So we have a great relationship with Rhode Island Energy. We're in constant conversations with them. They report to us every hour, and they're part of the Emergency Operations Center activation that we're currently under.
All right. Governor, for folks who are watching this now and then they may see this later on social media, on our pages throughout the afternoon as the day goes on, what is your message to the residents of Rhode Island?
It's both as a former mayor too, to make sure that you're following local, public safety issues in your own community. If there's parking bans, there's a reason for that. Please make sure you adhere to that. They will have the same challenges as we do at the state level to making sure that we keep the people who are doing the plowing safe. So I would be staying inside, staying off the roads until you hear from us or from Director Pappas that that is time to be out safely. And so safety is always the top priority, Mario, and that's what we're taking into consideration here.
All right. Anything you want to add, Director Pappas, as we leave this?
No, I just echo what the governor said. Stay safe, stay home, and if you don't need to travel, please don't get on the roads. We just want to keep the roads clear. It's just going to get worse in the afternoon. So that's the message.
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen. We appreciate your time, and I'm sure we'll be checking in with you throughout the day. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We want to thank everyone out there who's been watching us from our NBC 10 live digital desk here on Facebook, YouTube, and X. And we want everyone to stay safe out there and have a good rest of your morning.